Hello and welcome back to the mat. I'm Tati and today I'll be guiding you through a 10-minute yoga flow sequence. You can do this any time of day. You won't need any props. And with that I'd say let's begin today's practice in child's pose. So coming to the back of your mat, knees are wide apart with the big toes touching and sinking your hips down towards your heels, crawling your arms forward. Resting your upper body down on the mat with the forehead or chin resting on the earth. Taking a few deep breaths as you settle into the practice here today. How does your body feel today? Just noticing how the body feels. Checking in with your thoughts. And start to connect to the in-breath and the out-breath. Slowing your breath, smooth and slow inhalations and exhalations. Inhale, coming onto your fingertips and just gazing forward, so that you can crawl your fingertips over towards the right side of the mat. So the right palm comes flat down. You can either place your left palm next to it or on top of your right palm. And then resting your body down, finding that nice side body stretch across the left side of your body, making sure that you're sinking both hips down towards your heels. Or if you can't quite reach, inhale, gazing up and then gently walking your fingertips back through center and over towards the left side. So your left palm comes flat on the mat to the left side of your mat, right palm next to or on top of your left, then resting the upper body down, resting your forehead on the mat, feeling the opening across the right side body as you stretch out all the way from your right hip across the right side, up your armpits, your arm all the way into the right fingertips. Unclenching the jaw. Softening into the pose with every exhalation. And inhale, slowly walking your fingertips back through the middle. And then for our last stretch in child's pose, you can either rest here for 2 breaths or bringing the palms to touch, bending at the elbows and bringing your thumbs to the crease of your neck. So you're finding into prayer, child's pose. This can be a really great posture if you'd like to especially connect to dedicating your practice, serving your practice, serving yourself, serving this day. And exhale, release the hands, gazing forward and walking the fingertips up towards the body, coming onto the knees and rolling over into all fours, tabletop position. So in your all fours tabletop position, your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Inhale, dip the belly, open your chest wide as you gaze forward. Exhale, pressing the floor away, rounding the spine so you're doming your upper body, pressing the floor away. Inhale, coming back into cow pose, expanding the chest. Exhale, cat pose. And you can flow now between cat and cow with your inhale and your exhale, using your own breath to set the speed. Feeling into the sensation as you wake up your spine, your shoulders. And you can continue here in cat-cow or maybe roll out in big circles in one direction, or freestyling this, so whatever your body feels like it needs your spine to warm up today. And then finding back through neutral tabletop position, pressing the hips up and back as you tuck your toes, finding downward facing dog. And this is our first down dog of the day, so taking some time to pedal out the feet, bending into one knee, the opposite knee, rooting through all 10 fingers. And then finding stillness, relaxing your neck. And taking a few deep breaths here in your down dog, in a bit of stillness. It can be quite tough to hold some of these yoga poses for extended periods, but today we're flowing slowly. Inhale, bending your knees, gazing forward, and then taking lots of little steps as you walk your feet up towards your hands. Feet are hip width distance apart, keeping a nice generous bend in your knees, and letting your upper body fold forward over your thighs into forward fold. And again here the option to either keep the hands on the mat, or you can hold onto your opposite elbows and gently sway from left to right. Keeping your chin tucked towards your chest. Perhaps letting go of anything you don't want to take with you into the rest of your day, the rest of your week. And letting it go here. And release the arms. Inhale, flat back, fingertips on the mat or shins, finding halfway lift. Breathing in. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into a high plank position. Breathing in. So your shoulders are coming slightly over your wrists, nice long spine. Activating your core muscles. We're just going to hold here for 2 more breaths. Breathing in. Nice and strong, you've got this. And then exhale, either lower your knees or coming down all the way onto your belly in a straight line. Finding into Sphinx pose, so you're sliding your forearms parallel. Elbows are underneath your shoulders and open the chest as you find a back bend, gazing forward. And taking a few rounds of breath in your Sphinx pose. Inhale, release the upper body down to the mat, bringing your palms underneath your shoulders, tucking your toes, and then either coming through all fours or try pressing yourself up in a straight line into plank. So inhale, just see how it goes, and exhale, we all find downward facing dog. Taking a rounded breath here. And inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, stepping your right foot forward between your hands, lowering your left knee to the mat and finding into low lunge pose. Inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky, sinking the hips heavy, gazing forward. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat. Shifting your hips back as you straighten your right leg. So you're coming onto the heel of your right foot, toes are pointing up into half splits pose. Keeping a bend in the knee if you need to. Inhale, lifting the chest. And exhale, folding down as far as you want. And try keeping your hips squared. So the left hip is drawing backwards and the right hip is drawing forwards. Breathing in. Exhale, coming back into low lunge position, bringing the palms to touch this time, bending at the elbows and finding that reverse prayer again. So the thumbs come to the base of the neck. Inhale, so you open your chest, intensifying the back bend here, open your heart, receiving all that love that is always available for you. And exhale, straighten the arms, releasing the hands to frame the foot, tuck the back toes and step straight back into downward facing dog. And you can either stay here or flow through an optional vinyasa. So if you're flowing through vinyasa, inhale, rolling forward to high plank. Exhale, elbows tucked, lowering all the way through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And all together, inhale, left leg reaches up into three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward between the hands, lower your right knee, finding into low lunge. Inhale, reaching the arms up, sinking your hips heavy towards the earth, gazing forward. Reaching those fingertips nice and active up towards the sky as you sink your shoulders down and away from the ears. And exhale, release the hands to the mat, shifting the hips back, straighten your left leg, coming onto your left heel. Left toes are nice and flexed and active. Breathing in, lifting your chest. And exhale, folding from the hips. So the first part that you want to fold onto your leg is your belly. So rather than trying to get your head down towards your shin, think first of folding from your waist so that your belly can reach your thigh. Inhale here in half splits pose. And exhale, release. Inhale, bending back into that left leg, reaching the arms up. We're back in our low lunge position. And then bringing the palms to touch, bending at the elbows as you expand and open your chest, opening your heart space. For a little added challenge, you might like to soften the gaze or even close the eyes, only if it's safe to do so. Feeling into the expansion and the space that you're creating across your chest. Feeling the gentle back bend. And inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, frame the front foot, tucking the right toes. And step straight back into downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet here. And inhale, dropping down to the knees, bringing the left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up, open the chest. Exhale, threading your right arm underneath, bringing your right cheek to rest on the mat, and either keeping your left hand alongside your face or straightening it up towards the top of the mat. Finding into our thread the needle pose, which is a really good pose to stretch out the shoulders, which can feel quite tight, especially if you're practicing this first thing in the morning or if you've been sitting down at a desk all day. Those of you who want a little added challenge, you can tuck your right toes and lifting your left leg up towards the sky. Just an option. Absolutely no pressure to do this. And exhale, release, unwinding, coming out of any variation you were in, pressing the left palm into the mat as you unwind, reaching that right arm up, expanding your chest once more. Exhale, release the right hand to the center of the mat, and we're going to switch straight over to the other side. So inhale, reaching the left fingertips up, open your chest. Exhale, threading the left arm underneath the right. Left cheek comes to rest on the mat. Either keeping your right hand alongside your face or straightening it up towards the top of the mat. Settling into thread the needle pose on the other side. And here again we have the option. You can come to tuck your left toes, reaching your right leg up towards the sky. Just an option. And exhale, release. Coming out of the pose, pressing the right palm into the mat as you unwind and reach the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Back at all fours, tabletop position. Walking your hands a few handprints forward. Hips are still above your knees. And melting the upper body down into melting heart or puppy pose. Resting your forehead on the mat. Bowing down, surrendering. a lot of heart openers. We've also done a lot of forward folds, so releasing poses. Also worked a lot into our shoulders today. So take a note of where you're feeling sensations in your body right now. And inhale, slowly pressing yourself back up, finding into a comfortable seated position. So that might look like a cross-legged position for you, or kneeling. Resting your hands on your knees. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, finding a twist over towards the left side. So left hand comes onto right knee, right fingertips come behind. Finding a tall spine as you twist and gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, coming back through center, reaching your arms up. And exhale, switching sides, gazing over your left shoulder this time. Inhale, once more, reaching the arms up, gathering fresh energy, bringing the palms to touch and down to the heart space. Resting your thumbs on your heart, closing down your eyes, just taking a few moments to connect back to yourself, tuning in with how your body feels now, energetically, emotionally at the end of practice. Even just a few minutes of yoga can shift us into a state of mind to attract more positivity and love into our life. So I hope that your day is filled with love, light and positivity. Lowering the gaze. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing this short and sweet yoga flow sequence with me. If you enjoyed it, it really means a lot if you could give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel really helps support my work, and it's for free. And if you would like to support my work a bit more, I'm trying to save for a new camera so that there's a bit better quality, then you can donate on Buy Me a Coffee, which is linked in the description box below. Even just a really small amount goes a long way, so I really appreciate it. Sending you so much love and